Also tonight, there's a woman sitting in Metro's jail right now who's been arrested 146 times. Really hard to believe anyone could get into trouble that many times. And so-called frequent flyers like Frida Connor cost taxpayers like you a whole lot of money.
Yeah, Davidson County Sheriff Darren Hall has one solution that he says makes more sense than continuing to rearrest the same people over and over again. Fox 17's Sky Arnold joins us live from the Davidson County Jail with this story. Sky?
Well, Stacey, as you mentioned, how could anyone be arrested 146 times? It's a huge number. Well, in Connor's case and in many others, they're brought here to the jail for relatively minor offenses and only end up staying a day or two at most. Sheriff Hall says it adds up to a really costly expense that would be better invested elsewhere.
It sounds like a simple shoplifting case. Police say Frida Connor tried to make off with 8 pair of women's underwear and 12 bras from the Rivergate JCPenney's Monday morning. But read the fine print of this warrant. Connor has already been arrested 145 times, going back to the early 80s.
Yes, that's insane. Get a job.
It's crazy. I would never even think anyone would be arrested that many times and still be on the street.
That's the reaction many of us would have. But as it turns out, Connor isn't even the worst so-called frequent flyer at the Davidson County Jail. People like her cost the rest of us a bundle. 146 days in jail cost taxpayers more than $11,000. That's in addition to the roughly $7,500 the criminal court clerk's office spends processing paperwork, and the unknown cost for judges, attorneys, and police. It's money Sheriff Darren Hall says isn't buying us much.
You're actually not accomplishing much if you just keep arresting these same people.
Hall says the reason people like Connor keep getting arrested is that the few days they spend in jail isn't enough to correct the problem that brought them here in the first place. Sheriff Hall says the solution is what other cities have tried, altering sentencing rules to keep frequent flyers like Connor in jail for lengthy periods, even for a crime like shoplifting.
Secure and lower 2, please.
It sounds expensive. Someone's going to stay in jail for 6 months, where here they're staying 2 days. But realistically, you've accomplished a lot more in 6 months, I believe, in reducing the likelihood that she comes back to jail.
Now, Sheriff Hall says a sentencing change like what he's talking about would actually require some changes to state law, but he believes the time for Nashville to do it is now. He says currently there are quite a few empty beds here, around 1,100. We're live at the Davidson County Jail. Sky Arnold, Fox 17 News.